Yes, part 2 on how you change this man's life. Okay, here we go, part 2. Okay, if you're seeing this on the For You page, click this comment for context, go watch that video, then come back here. Okay, so now, right, they got done with the cop. Now they're on the way to dinner with his family. There's 10 of them that are gonna be at this dinner. All of them are adults, all of them work. So he said they go eat, and most of them are complaining about the prices of the food at this restaurant. They still ordered, they still bought the food, they still ate, okay? So there's a 10 top there, there's 10 people there, and the waiter takes good care of them. None of them tip. By the way, they're all the skin color. None of them tip, except the young man that I've been talking to. So he tipped $10 for his meal, the tip, okay? He didn't buy a super expensive meal. I think his meal was like 15, 20 bucks, right? So before he tipped, he had asked the group, hey guys, how do we want to tip? There's a bunch of us, how do we want to do this? They all kind of laughed it off, laughed at him and said, we're not tipping. And they really did not tip. So before they left, he had walked up to the waiter when the waiter wasn't near them, and he asked, hey, did they tip? The waiter was like, no. So what did he do? He got the waiter's Cash App. He tipped the waiter an extra $30 for everybody at the table who did not tip. Only for him to come back to his family and then get frustrated with him and tell him he's too nice. He said, bro, it was embarrassing. His mindset is starting to change, which is good. Now, mind you, he doesn't have a lot of money, right? He's young, just trying to figure things out. It's not like he had 10 grand sitting in his bank account. He did not have that. So that $30, really meant something. And I respect him for that a lot. He did the right thing by that waiter. That waiter took care of them. That waiter did a good job. The people in his circle were rude, inconsiderate, and didn't care. He did the right thing. And he hasn't seen my video, but I have a video way back, and we've talked about how African Americans, a lot of people do not like to serve African Americans because we demand the most and we tip the least. So we had talked about that, and then later he messaged me after we got off of the Instagram chat. And he was like, so I say all this to say that the problems we have, it's not just random, but we cause people to feel that way based on our actions. When I stop blaming people and really look at what's causing people to think certain things about us, it makes me want to correct what I'm doing wrong, which is good. He's starting to see that there are reasons that some people think the way they do, or there are some reasons that people have negative connotations about us. I'm not saying racism should be accepted. I'm not saying there aren't racist people. But what I am saying is we do play a part in how people view us, and we need to accept that and work to make sure that we're viewed in the best way possible. And he's starting to see that, and he agrees. But yeah, that's the story. It was really nice to see him take care of that waiter in that way and set the right example, even though 9 out of 10 people in his group were not. He did the right thing, so bravo to him. And now, like I said, back in school, back on the right track. He's looking to investing now. He's starting to get into the gym. He's starting to do all the right things he needs to do to build a nice, successful, happy life. So again, man, hats off to you.